A $1 rule sounds absolutely ridiculous, until you realize it's quietly rewiring how millions of Americans think about money. I keep seeing this thing where people pause 1 minute for every dollar. Their spending costs 15 minutes. And it's somehow breaking the impulse buying cycle that keeps people broke. When I ask people who actually use this thing, it's not really about the time. It's about the split-second interruption. The brain's reward system often overrides rational decision-making when you're standing in Target holding those throw pillows. But the $1 rule creates this weird mental speed bump that forces your prefrontal cortex back online. Think about it. You see something, you want it, your hand reaches for your wallet. The whole transaction happens faster than conscious thought. But when someone tells you they're using the $1 rule, they describe this moment where they literally stop mid-reach and think, wait, this cost 23, so I need to wait 23 minutes. And here's the part that contradicts everything we're told about budgeting. It's not about building discipline or willpower. Those fail because increased dopamine activity directly heightens the tendency to make impulsive decisions, the exact mechanism behind many impulse purchases. That's why clicking add to cart can feel rewarding in the moment, even when logic says otherwise. The $1 rule works because it doesn't fight the dopamine hit. It just delays it long enough for the chemical rush to wear off. I've heard people describe using it for everything from $8 coffee drinks to $400 impulse electronics purchases. The magic isn't in the waiting period itself. It's that when you come back 8 minutes later or 6 hours later, you're literally a different person neurologically. The dopamine has faded, the emotional trigger has passed, and suddenly you're looking at that purchase with completely clear eyes. Half the time, people tell me they forget to go back and buy the thing at all. What matters is how this tiny intervention exposes just how much of our spending happens in this unconscious, reactive state. Have you ever caught yourself mid-reach for your wallet and actually stopped because of a rule like this? Drop your answer in the comments below, because what happens next is where this gets really interesting. Now here's where this gets really interesting. The pause becomes automatic. People catch themselves reaching for their phone to order DoorDash and think, wait, this is 35, so I need to wait 35 minutes. By the time they circle back, they've usually just made something from what's already in their kitchen. But here's the part that really caught my attention. The rule starts bleeding into bigger purchases. People describe using it for $200 shoes, $500 electronics, even $1,000 vacation bookings. And this is where the real transformation happens. When someone waits 16 hours before booking that $1,000 flight, they're not just avoiding impulse spending, they're breaking out of what I call the spending trance. That autopilot mode where you see something, want it and buy it without any conscious evaluation of whether it actually fits your life or your values. The people who've made this rule stick describe this weird shift where they start questioning everything, not in a restrictive, scarcity-minded way, but in this clear-eyed, intentional way. They'll tell me they realized they were buying things to solve problems they didn't actually have, or to become people they didn't actually want to be. The rule isn't really about the dollar amount or the waiting time anymore. It's become a lens for how they think about consumption itself. What's happening is the rule exposes the spending trance and breaks it. Once you've paused 16 times before a $1,000 purchase and felt that shift from impulse to clarity, you can't unsee it. The consumption autopilot that keeps so many Americans financially stuck in that unconscious, reactive state where spending happens faster than thought. That's what cracks open. And once it cracks, the way you relate to money changes. Not because you're white-knuckling discipline or cutting joy out of your life, but because you've actually experienced what it feels like to spend with intention instead of on autopilot. If you got value from this video, hit the like button and subscribe to Build Wealth with Angelo for more wealth-building tips. And if you know someone who could benefit from this message, share this video with them. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep building wealth. Peace.